your story. So where are you from?
I'm from like the mid-north coast. I'm not from Sydney originally.
Okay.
It's about 4 hours north of here,
Okay.
in a little coastal town called Olbar.
Okay.
The area just recently got hit with the floods pretty badly.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. But I haven't been there in a while. It's been about like 7 years since I've been down living in Sydney.
Okay. How are you liking Sydney? Is it with the wide, like it's better here or?
Well, I like moved when I was 17, so
Okay. Cool.
I feel like it was quite like in between like here and now. It's quite formative years,
Okay.
and pretty hard to compare, honestly. I think growing up in that area, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Of course.
It kind of, I have a lot of friends that grew up in Sydney or grew up like in around these areas, and I appreciate where I grew up. Like you knew everyone quite well.
Of course. Yeah.
Even if you weren't like friends per se or like quite close, like you always knew whoever was next to you, and
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
there was sort of like a safety net, I guess, in that. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I really liked that aspect of growing up and knowing who was next to you, I suppose.
Of course. Of course. So what do you do nowadays? Do you like work, study, or?
I just graduated. I just
Oh, nice.
finished my Bachelor of Arts in
Okay.
Criminology and Women and Gender Studies.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm interning at the moment, going through like I've been interning for a little bit through my studies and now post studies.
Okay.
But yeah, sort of on the job search for a more permanent area, I would say.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is the biggest challenge you've faced so far?
Honestly, I think I don't know. I suppose like how like can you just be like completely frank on this as well?
Of course. Yeah.
I would suppose I would say it's like navigating like alcohol and drugs probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I've had a lot of advice given to me from people like I've run into or like friends that have been slightly ahead of me in terms of like college years or like university years,
Okay.
that tried like to give their best advice and warning, and you know I've seen like quite a few friends not go down the wrong track but like have felt like the worst impacts of alcoholism and drug use.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you've got to be very careful with your usage of that stuff, and especially if you have like certain like sort of like preconditions or yeah, so be aware of your like own surroundings and who I guess it's been really helpful having a very solid friend support network and family support network where if things do go slightly awry, you are surrounded by people who you trust and who know that will support you through like hard times or maybe like call you out a little bit.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Especially like I came to Sydney as like a 17-year-old
Yeah.
and I'm now 25, so it's been to me a really long time.
Yeah.
And you as soon as you sort of come here, like it's just a very large influx of like going out drinking and
Yeah.
then like that evolving into other things as well. I think I wouldn't change a lot of the experiences that I have had, but I'm very thankful and very glad that I've had like people that I trust that are around me,
Of
and
course.
yeah.
And then I believe all of those stuff that you went through must have shaped you in a way that you are now, like a person that you are now, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think maybe sometimes I can be a little bit too aware of those around me, and like if they, you know, a lot, even now, like uh a lot of like associates, like it's quite fast paced, and yeah, I think I just have. It's good to keep an eye out for those around you,
Of course.
and notice differences or notice changes, and if even like it, even if you can like lend an ear or um, yeah, I guess lend an ear is probably the best that you can do, or notice differences in people if things are becoming more frequent, or if you're in a bad situation, to, you know, kind of remove yourself or
Of course. Yeah.
notice that.
So you, according to drug use and alcohol use, was the biggest challenge you faced?
I think
Yeah. Okay.
the biggest challenge is probably um, noticing when it's gotten to a point of not being manageable anymore.
Okay.
And then obviously like the challenges come in taking steps towards getting where you want to be personally.
Okay.
You know, it's different for everyone.
Of course.
And you know, you can like definitely maintain a life and do what you want to do, but when it starts to become not what you want to do anymore, and it becomes like either a crutch or more of like you need this to sort of happen for you to be comfortable.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling good about that, then it's at the first heart, like it is true, the first step, like the hardest step is recognizing that, but I think it is a complete journey that
To overcome it.
yeah, that I've personally been like very lucky to rely on like those around me to deal with my processes in getting through those particular things myself. Yeah.
That's really important. And sort of what motivated you to get out of it, sort of thing? Like, is it your parents? Like, what motivates you, sort of thing?
Yeah, well, I think like my parents have sort of been, you know, they've always been so supportive of me, and in terms of just like, you know, you do what you want, and like all of that stuff, which is really, I'm really lucky for, but also I think it comes down to yourself and what you want for yourself. And I got to a stage where, you know, I was like having a little bit more responsibilities and wanted to like put my time and energy into some more productive things.
Okay.
Yeah, so I sort of always knew that it wasn't what I wanted to always do, or like yeah, be beholden to this sort of like substance, I guess.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it was more of like a reflection of me of like, okay, I've given myself a timeline, and I definitely didn't meet those timelines, which is, yeah, so fine.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you learn from your mistakes, and the biggest thing you can do is get out of it and like move on, which you've done. So I think it's commendable. You know.
Thank you. Yeah, it's never easy. I think, yeah, it's just facing yourself. It's growing up a little bit and working out what you want, and what's going to be beneficial to you the most.
Yeah.
No,
I appreciate that. Very good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I've been like, I think, yeah, 2 or 3. I mean, I try not to count, but 2 or 3 months sober now, which was,
That's pretty good though.
yeah, it was a big change after like a few years, I guess, of like heavily reliant on some substances, which other people can like go through their life and continue to be fine, and that's something that really works for them.
Yeah.
Like I definitely am. It's all about your personal needs and your like personal goals. If that's working for you, then that's really good.
Of course.
But if it's holding you back in some ways, or if you want something different, I think, yeah, it's an extremely hard process to recognize and to then go through and to carry on with. And yeah, I wouldn't be here without like my friends who I've called up in like moments of need, and they've been able to just like talk with me and get me through the night, like
Of course.
of day by day kind of attitude.
I mean, kudos to them for helping you out through such a tough situation. So
Yeah.
hopefully, you know, many other people who are in the same situation get friends like you.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like I feel like I'm very lucky in many ways, but I've also like relied on social media in some instances. Like there are a lot of people who are either doing YouTube like yourself or like TikTok, and they're on a similar journey of it doesn't matter sort of what it is, just about like bettering themselves or locking in to focus on what they want to do with their day-to-day life. Or
Of course.
yeah, and I guess it's just habit making, like building different connections in your brain, and it gets easier. It really does.
Of course. And I'm hoping like through this channel as well, people can see these videos and get something out of it, sort of thing, and
Yeah.
learn from other people's experience as well, like yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a I know you prefaced it with it's like your life sort of, it's very deep, but I appreciate the space, and I hope other people maybe like feel a sort of, I don't know, I hope they get something out of it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Lovely chatting to you.
You as well. Thank you for giving the opportunity.
No worries. You happy for this to be posted?
Yeah, I am. But yeah, what's your YouTube?
It's called Rides Unfiltered.
Rides Unfiltered?
Oh,
Rides Unfiltered.
Yeah, I can give you a QR code as well. Might help you find it better.
Yeah.
There you go. I just started a week ago, so
Oh, nice.
it's pretty much, yeah, it's pretty new.
I've seen like a few different ones like this, and I've always been nervous, like, oh, if I get in a car like this.
Of
but-
course. No, I
Yeah.
mean, you did an amazing job. Not everyone opens up like that
Yeah.
about their life, and especially about drug use, alcohol use, and all of that. So
Yeah,
it takes
I
a lot
mean-
of courage to do that. So
Thank you.
Very good job.
I think it's very like at least topical for me right now, in the journey, and I feel like I met up with some old friends, and you know, I'm quite proud to like you know what's been up in the last 2 months, like what's been new, and I can sort of say like it's been really good. I've been working. I've been like working my way up to like full-time employment, and,
Yeah.
as well as these other things that I'm quite proud of myself for. So yeah, it's good to share. It's good to share your wins,
Of course.
and it's a great opportunity to share on a wider platform, and especially if somebody else can help, because I definitely accessed like YouTube and social media in like the early days to sort of start that process.
And many people, like you mentioned, your friends helped you out. Many people don't have that friend group to help them out. So I think the only thing they can rely on is these videos and experiences of other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you again for sharing.
No, is this
I think this is where you put as your destination.
okay? Great. No, sorry. I'm I'm just here yawning. That's
That's alright, unless you wanna keep going.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Yeah, I'll definitely like subscribe and look out for my video
Of
in the
course.
future.
Of course.
Thank you. This has been mad.
No worries. Have a good one.
You too.